Did you know that the cyclamen blooms just when most plants start to wither? As the cold of autumn arrives and the garden begins to fade, this plant fills spaces with color, elegance, and life. Its flowers look like little butterflies dancing among heart-shaped leaves, and the best part is that it can bloom for months, even through winter, when few plants do. But to enjoy its full splendor, it's essential to understand its care, natural cycle, and the common mistakes to avoid to keep it healthy and blooming for many years. The cyclamen, also known as the alpine violet, is native to the Mediterranean region and is highly valued for its long-lasting blooms and decorative appearance. It's a tuberous plant, meaning it stores energy in a bulb-like structure called a tuber, allowing it to survive seasonal changes and sprout again year after year. Although it's often grown indoors, it can also adapt to cool, shaded outdoor spaces, as long as it's protected from direct sunlight and excessive heat. When it comes to care, light is key. Cyclamens need good illumination, but should never be placed in direct sunlight, as the leaves can burn easily. The ideal location is a bright window facing east or north, where it can receive plenty of natural light without being exposed to harsh rays. If kept in a dark place, it may stop blooming altogether, while too much sun can weaken the leaves and trigger early dormancy. Temperature is another critical factor. This plant loves cool conditions and does not tolerate heat well. The ideal range is between 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius. When temperatures rise above 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius, the leaves may start to yellow and the flowers fade quickly. That's why cyclamens are perfect winter companions. They bloom beautifully when many other plants struggle. If you're keeping one indoors, avoid placing it near heaters, radiators, or stoves, as warm air will shorten its lifespan. Watering is probably the most delicate part of cyclamen care. The plant doesn't tolerate excess moisture, and watering from above can cause the tuber to rot. The best method is bottom watering. Place the pot in a container with water for about 10-15 minutes so it can absorb what it needs from below. Then, let it drain well before putting it back. Always wait until the top layer of soil is dry before watering again. During blooming, it needs more water, but once it enters dormancy in summer, watering should be reduced almost entirely until new growth appears. The soil should be loose, light, and well-draining. A mix of peat, perlite, and coarse sand works perfectly to balance moisture and aeration. Compact soil retains too much water, increasing the risk of tuber rot. Also, always use a pot with drainage holes to allow excess water to escape. Cyclamens generally bloom from fall to early spring, depending on climate and care. In the right cool and bright environment, it can flower continuously for 3 or 4 months. Each flower lasts for several weeks, and a healthy plant can produce dozens of blooms in one season. After flowering, the plant naturally enters a resting period. During this time, the leaves begin to wilt, which often makes people think the plant has died, but it's simply storing energy in its tuber to bloom again the following year. During dormancy, remove the dried leaves, stop watering, and keep the pot in a cool, dry, shaded place. When autumn returns, start watering lightly, and soon new leaves and buds will appear. Following this cycle, the same cyclamen can live and bloom for many years without needing replacement. Fertilization is also essential for abundant and long-lasting blooms. During the growing and flowering period, apply a liquid fertilizer every 2 weeks, diluted in water. Choose one rich in phosphorus and potassium, as these nutrients promote flowering and strong roots. Avoid fertilizers high in nitrogen, which encourage leafy growth but reduce flowers. During dormancy, don't fertilize until new growth begins again. As for propagation, there are 2 main methods. The first is by seed, sown in late summer or early fall in a moist, well-ventilated substrate. Germination usually takes 30-45 days, and it's best to cover the seeds lightly with soil and protect them from direct sunlight. The second method is dividing the tuber, done while the plant is dormant. Cut the tuber into sections, making sure each piece has at least one visible bud. Then let the cuts dry for a few days before planting to prevent fungal infections. Like all plants, the cyclamen can face problems if not cared for properly. Yellow leaves usually indicate too much water or heat. Flowers that fade quickly are often caused by dry air or poor ventilation. Tuber rot is almost always due to overwatering or soggy soil. It can also be attacked by aphids, mites, or thrips, especially in warm, stagnant air. To prevent this, clean the leaves gently with a damp cloth or use natural insecticides like potassium soap or a mild mix of water and vinegar. There are more than 20 species of cyclamen, but the three most popular are Cyclamen persicum, the most common indoor variety, often found in nurseries. Cyclamen hederifolium, more tolerant of outdoor cold, recognizable by its ivy-shaped leaves. Cyclamen coum, an early-blooming compact species ideal for shaded gardens. Color varieties range from pure white to deep pink, red, violet, and lilac, including stunning bicolor types with wavy or fringed petals. Some modern hybrids are even fragrant or miniature, perfect for small indoor spaces. One very important tip: don't throw your cyclamen away after flowering. Allow the leaves to dry naturally. This lets the tuber store energy for the next season. Keep it in a cool place during the warm months, and when autumn arrives, resume watering and care. With this cycle, your cyclamen can accompany you for years, blooming stronger and more vibrantly each winter. And now that you know all the secrets to keeping your cyclamen healthy, blooming, and long-lasting, I invite you to watch my video on the Christmas cactus, where I'll show you how to make it bloom abundantly and what to do after flowering to keep it beautiful all year round. It's the perfect complement for anyone who loves filling their home with color during the colder months.